All right. So I want to, yes, I cut a good chunk of my finger off using this awesome dicer this morning, making sweet potato chips. So that happened. When it says like use the thing that you put in the potato to do it, listen, follow directions. All right. So I was having a conversation with a good friend of mine, and I do get a lot of questions about planning. I get a lot of questions about autism, but I figured, hey, let's quickly talk about planning and how I plan my weeks. It's not super overwhelming. If you, as a stranger, went and looked at my planner without me explaining it, that might look overwhelming, but the process I do is not at all. So let me see if I can add some more. Hold on. There you are. Okay. So, all right. So this is, I get a blank piece of paper, right? Just a blank piece of paper, and I literally write down everything I need to do. All right, like it's filled out both sides. And you don't get into the details. Don't overthink it. Like anything that comes to mind, I carry this around with me a lot. Like it's just in my planner. So then when I get an idea of something I need to do or a topic I want to talk about with you guys, I just jot it on this paper. So I sit down on Sundays and generally through the week, and I just write down everything I need to do. So laundry, I had to fill out Rose's paper. I wanted to start a gratitude journal because I felt a little ungrateful this week. I need to fax a paper to Hazel's ABA services. I need to call my old work. You know what I mean? Like I just jotted everything down that I need to do. The book I wanted to read, I defined a check. Like, and then, all right, so that's everything. Like, don't put a lot of work into it. Just really just anything that comes to mind. Like, sit down, have a good 5 to 10-ish minutes. Shouldn't be that long, and just write down everything that comes to your mind that you want to get done this week. And then you can really look at it, and you're like, well, that doesn't really need to happen right now. So then you can cross it off if that's not necessary, or you could just like put like maybe a circle around it to be a little bit different. So that's all I do. I grab a piece of paper and I write down every single thing that I feel like I need to do in the week, and I don't put a lot of thought in it. Then I take this paper, right? I take this paper and I grab my planner. I absolutely love my planner. It is the Living Well Planner. Wait a minute, there it is. Living Well Planner. It has like, it breaks down your goals in it. It breaks down your gratitude in it. It breaks down your income in it and like what you spend money on. It's super nonchalant or whatever. So Amanda, you just jumped on, and I started this because of you. So get a piece of paper, a blank paper, write down everything you could possibly think of that you want to do, and then you take that paper and you take out your planner, and mine's by hourly, but I know a lot of people have days, and I take 3 things. I have a must-do section, so I take those 3 things that I need to do every day off of this list, and I put it in each day of the week. That way I'm not super overwhelmed, and those are my 3 must-dos. I don't overwhelm myself. When you look at my planner, it's probably overwhelming, but the section that says must-dos are the things that I generally focus on, and then I separate other shit hourly or whatnot. So that way I feel like I can get everything done. Like as soon as I write it on the planner, I cross it off the list. I write it in the planner, I cross it off the list. And I just separate this big-ass to-do list across 7 days because there's like 140 something hours in a week. So there's no reason for Facebook to be like, or for me to be on Facebook for like 16 hours a week, or for me to watch, what is it, like the general population watches 4 hours of TV or screen time a day. So I can use those 4 hours to get shit done. So I take that and I separate it, and I don't really, from the moment I wake up to the moment, like I have a time that it says unplug at 8:30 because I am in that personality where I'm like, there's 24 hours in a day and I need to use every second of it, and I don't really want to use every second of it, so I have to tell myself to like shut off. But I just plan everything, and it really helps me focus, and then I just carry this around with me, and I'm like, oh, I'm supposed to be doing this right now. Oh, I'm supposed to be doing, and it helps me stay focused on getting everything done, not being overwhelmed, feeling like I'm keeping everything balanced. It is a, where? Oh, that's the TV. That's like the screensaver on the TV. It's moving behind me. I see it now. So I don't know if that makes any sense. Is that helping you, Sam or Amanda? So literally, I just make a big list, a big ass list, and I take it and I separate it proportionately throughout the, like, if you, I did this before and I know that you can fail. Yes, I'm a unicorn. If you take it and put 5 things that you must do on the day, on like Monday, but you have kids, so you just set your expectations way too high because you have kids and your kids own your life, so there's no reason for you to put that many things to do. You know what I mean? So Monday, I have to call Hazel's doctor and I have to call work, my old job, and I have to call BCI to fax that paper. That's it for Monday. That's like my must-do. Life will not go on without me doing those things. Tuesday, I have to text my grandfather because I haven't heard from him in a while. I have to... I don't know what this is. I don't know. I have to fill that out. Okay, so like Wednesday, I have to make Hazel's doctor appointment and I have to make an online banking account. So those are things that I must do. Everything else is not the end of the world if they don't happen, but generally I'll help myself. It's going to happen because it's just the way that I plan. And you have to, when you plan, if you plan hourly, plan time to fail. Plan times for kids to smear crap on the wall and stomp on goldfish crackers like Scarlett did the other morning. I spent an hour cleaning the ferret's cage, and in the process of that hour, she stomped on the crackers. So plan time for cleaning, plan time for your husband, plan time for good husband time. I know, but if you don't plan it, it's not going to happen because I'm too tired, so I know you're too tired. Plan time with your kids, unplug from the phone. Plan time to do your laundry, plan time to clean your floors, plan time to, like, just plan it. If you plan it, it's going to happen. If you don't put it in the planner and you don't prioritize it in your life, there's a very little chance it's going to happen. So yes, okay, my goal is to have sex with David 4 times a week. It doesn't always happen, but that's my goal. So look at it, it says love, because I'm corny, and I'm not going to put sex on top there, it's just someone else sees it. So there's 4 hearts. So every time we do it, I'm going to fill in a heart. So I know that my priorities are straight because when we're together and we're more in tune with each other, the whole entire house runs a lot more smoothly. I plan to go live on Facebook 3 times this week, right? So, where is it? Live. And then I just fill in those things. So there's little areas and little things that whatever fits your priority. Like you, alright, I'm really struggling with water. So see those circles down there? Those, I want to drink 4 waters. And then the goldish one is my shake. I want to make sure I have it so every time I drink something, like a bottle of water, I can check it off. And then when I drink my shake, I can check it off. And then I track my food. Like, it's just, you just have to find a way to prioritize. But a big thing, I learned it from Chalene Johnson, was to make, she called it a brain dump, to just make it a big list and just jot down everything you need to do and then separate it. And if something's not a priority right now, if something doesn't need to happen, like I should really clean my attic, but I have a goal to hit a certain rank by 6:15, like the date, I can't, my attic can wait until 6:16. You know what I mean? Like if it doesn't fit in your priorities, then it's not a big deal. What else was I going to say? Chalene Johnson is super good at time management. Danny Johnson is also good at time management. And if you like, I'm a working mom and I'm a stay-at-home mom. So I looked up working mom schedules, stay-at-home mom schedules, time management on YouTube, and I just found a whole bunch of things that I liked and like picked them, and then I just put them together, and I ended up with a system that works fairly well. And also at night, in this planner, you can write goals down. So I write down, like at night, I go over my goals so it stays in front of me. Because if I don't, there's a couple months where I didn't focus on that and I totally slipped. So like, see the goals? Like it goes in deep on like how to hit your goals. So I focus on that at night. And when it comes to working out, I plan it because if I don't plan it, it's not going to happen. If it comes to like eating right, if I don't write down, like he's out with Hazel right now buying groceries. I put specific things for specific meals on that grocery list, and if I don't actually write down like what meal for what day, it's not going to happen, and I'm just going to like make up my own things randomly, and it's not going to come out as I planned it. You know what I mean? Like it's not going to be the same recipe that I intentionally had the idea of. So I don't know if this is helpful. This planner, I've been debating. I have like 4 months left. because I bought it like this time last year. So I have like 4 months left, and I've been really debating if I'm going to get this one again or Planner Pad. I hear great things about Planner Pad. My mentor uses Planner Pad, but I really like the breakdown of the goals in this one, and how I have flexibility to add things, and if I skip a page, I can go back. Like, I like the flexibility of this, so I might do this again for next year. I don't know if that was helpful. Okay, it was very helpful. So I'm glad this, I hope this clarified a little bit for you guys. Maybe I should do like an event, like educate myself, re-educate myself on planning, and then do an event or something and let people know about it so I can help people become more organized. I honestly did not have a planner for a few years. I had a planner all through high school. I had a planner briefly after high school, and the few years I did not have a planner, it was a clusterfuck. It was a hot mess. You know what I mean? I think waking up and being like, what will I accomplish today? And letting life answer that question will throw you out of whack, will throw you off balance, will give you that overwhelmed feeling where you're like having a panic attack all the time because you don't know what to do. And I really struggled with that. So getting back to the basics and getting back to what made me feel good is a planner. And I know it's not for everyone. Like my best friend, freaking Crystal, the idea of a planner would freak her out. The idea she doesn't have a planner freaks me out. So it's just how your personality works. Your face will message you later. Okay, no, that's fine. We can set something up. I'm also looking, alright, so I'm going to New Orleans in July. So after I come back from New Orleans, I'm working on setting up a local fit club. So it'd be once a week, an hour and a half, probably a week for that night, and everyone would come over to wherever the place is, and then we would work out together, and then everyone would go home. And I just need that community of friends and to be at my house. So that's my reason for starting it, and I also want to help other people get motivated in their fitness journey and not feel like they're alone on it, because doing it alone means you're going to fall off track. Anytime I ever did anything alone, I fell off track. I'm just having a little trouble finding a location in town because I want it to be in Sturbridge or Fiskdale or Brookfield, but I'm in contact, I think, with 5 places, so one of them has to pull through. So I hope that's helpful. Yes, you'll come over next Sunday, and I'll help you plan. But definitely start this. Just carry a paper and write down any idea. And Amanda, hobbies. Put you and hobbies on there, because if you don't put you on there, it's not going to happen, and you're not going to get taken care of, and then you're going to be a hot mess forever, because that's how kids just own you. That's how kids just, you have kids and they're like, I own your soul. It's just how that works. So put you on there. You are a priority on that list. Like bath times, that's on that list, because I've since salt baths alone with no one interrupting, and that makes me feel better and recharges my batteries. So your homework this week, yes, I'm giving you homework, is just to make a list and write down everything that you want to accomplish, even if it's this summer, because if it's the entire summer, then you can just go back to it and be like, okay, yep, I want to do that. Okay, I want to do that. Okay, yep. And then we can spread it out throughout the rest of the year in your planner when you come over next week. All right? Hot Mess Express. Yes. Well, I'm trying to help here, and I know what it feels like for kids to just take over your life. Like they say, you have kids, everything changes. I seriously didn't mean like shaving my legs were going to change because they're going to interrupt me, and eating. Like I ate food on the kitchen sink today because Scarlett was at the table, and I wanted to eat food and not just like give her my whole plate of food. So, all right, I'm glad this was helpful. I'll talk to you guys later.